Hey guys, I'm EJ and this is Shamari, and we're back with another YouTube video. And this time we're going to be giving you guys our full spoilers review of Logan. Now, Shamari, this is a movie that we have been anticipating pretty much all of last year. It's the first live action superhero movie we have this year. So, what are your thoughts on Logan?
I love Logan. I loved it from start to finish, from that beginning scene at the gas station to the ending scene between Logan, the Reavers, and all the other young mutants. I mean, it was just a thrill ride from start to finish. I mean, it had its slow moments, but there was purpose behind it, whether it be to set up the tone of the movie or to show that these people, namely Logan and Professor X, are very tired. They're tired. They're broken down.
They're tortured souls.
Tortured souls. Just trying to get through the day. Just trying to get from one day to the next. Without any trouble. But it's a very dark movie, but it was really, really good.
Yeah, I agree. I think Logan was outstanding. I think from start to finish, as you said, it pretty much got your attention from the first scene where those guys roll up on Logan's limousine. They try and take away the chrome rims.
Yeah.
And he just cuts guys' arms off, guys' heads off.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it was as brutal as you could imagine. And that kind of set the tone for what we were going to see. And what was probably one of the most graphic superhero movies you ever see, especially, excluding Blade and like Spawn or things like that. But when we're talking about like mainstream, high-level superhero, A-list type heroes, we've never seen a hero like this before in this kind of movie. And the violence and the action was warranted. It was very well done. And when you're doing a Wolverine movie, that's what you have to do. This is kind of the Wolverine movie we were hoping to see 5 to 10 to 15 years ago. We finally got it here. And just seeing Logan and X-23 just take these guys out in some of the most gruesome fashion imaginable was awesome. And when you talk about not only the action, but then to me, this was a movie that very much was driven through character. And I think one of the biggest things I enjoyed about this movie was the performances by all the actors. I thought Jackman and Patrick Stewart were on their A game in this movie. They both brought so much life to the character. They were both very sad to see them in the states that they were in. And just their old interaction, it was kind of reminding me of Sanford and Son with Fred and Lamont Sanford. How these two, they never get along. They're always bickering about something, but at the end of they're out for each other and they're out to protect each other. And those two portrayed those type of characters very well. And I got to give Mangold, the director, and he co-wrote the script. I got to give him a lot of credit because the dialogue in the script writing was also outstanding.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Wonderful dialogue. Hugh Jackman was especially well done because I was wondering how he was going to be compared to his other movies, but you could tell in how he acted it and how it was written. This is the same Wolverine from the first X-Men movie.
Yeah.
This is that same character.
He's just in a bad place.
He's just in a very, very bad place.
Yeah.
He acts exactly the same, but he's just in a very dark place right now, and is really, really, it was really well done. The acting was really well done. How the characters are interact, like you said, it was just really, really good.
Speaking of characters that how they interact and how they work, X-23 was a breakout star in this movie. And while we understand we're not looking for a sequel necessarily, I mean, I really hope that there's some way we can have X-23 in the X-Men universe because, I mean, she was just amazing. For that young actress to play that role that well and some of the stunt work that they had with her as well, in some of those action scenes, I mean, I've never seen a young girl do that kind of any young kid. I mean, even a young boy. I've never seen a kid that young do the kind of stuff I saw in the film, and what they did with her was completely amazing. But if there was anything you had to look at that you said, okay, maybe they could have done a little bit better, is there anything you would think about?
Not really, to be completely honest. The only thing that could even be seen by me as being a minor flaw could be the villain, and their motivations, which were just kind of we want to control mutants, which I mean, to me I didn't even really mind it. It just wasn't very fleshed out, so I could see that being a flaw in someone's eyes. But for me, it didn't need to be because that's kind of the same storyline we've seen throughout the X-Men movies, and throughout. Basically, just throughout the X-Men movies, throughout the Wolverine movies, is that they're trying to capture mutants, trying to control mutants. And I feel like we've seen that explained before. For someone that hasn't watched the X-Men movies, now it might seem like more of an issue because it isn't really fleshed out that much.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, so that's it. They're just trying to control them. But I've seen that storyline kind of explained already so many times that at this point I'm like, okay, yeah, they're trying to capture them and control them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. I think for me, it was probably a little bit more of an issue for me. I thought not necessarily with Pierce, who I thought was excellent. I thought he kind of played this like old outlaw Western type guy in what was a very indie Western type film. And I thought he played a beautiful role, and I didn't need much more from him. But I thought the Doctor, I thought Shaw, definitely, or whatever his name was,
Rice.
Rice. I'm sorry, I keep calling him Shaw. I thought Rice could have been a little more fleshed out. I thought he had a long history with Logan. Logan killed his father. That kind of got glossed over and kind of thrown to the side. I thought they could have maybe done a little bit more with him, but and why getting X-23 back was so important, though. To be fair, we see X-23 impaling dudes and stuff. You understand that this is an asset. I'm pretty sure he would want. But is there any parts of the movie that you really enjoyed?
I enjoyed this. I thought the scenes when Professor X was kind of losing it and causing havoc, with his powers, I thought those were particularly intense.
Yeah,
they were really, really well done. How everything's shaking and no one has any control over any control over their bodies, and it was just, it was wow. That was really well portrayed. I especially loved the scene at the end. And really all the action scenes. It's hard for me to pick what. All the action scenes are my favorite.
Shamari likes seeing dudes get slashed up.
Yeah, if there were ever a movie to make someone a Wolverine fan, this is the movie.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I think some of the interactions between Logan and Professor X were some of my favorite scenes, especially when they went to that family's house.
Yeah,
those were very nice scenes. I thought in terms of action scenes, the scene where X-23, when they're at that Logan compound, for lack of a better term, and X-23 comes out of the compound with that dude's head and rolls it out as she's ready to go. I mean, that is one of the greatest fight scene I think you will ever see in any movie, and that whole scene was amazing. Seeing them kind of tag team for the first time, and really all those times when Logan and Laura were together, kind of fighting side by side, and by the end of the movie, they're almost like doing moves, like, hey, get behind me, and she's jumping on his back, and I mean, it was really, really well done stuff. But okay, give me a rating here, Shamari. What is your rating out of 10 for Logan?
I'm gonna have to give Logan a 9.3. I thought it was a fantastic movie. I thought the story was extremely well written, very touching. The acting was wonderful, as we've explained. The character arcs in the story was great, from Professor X to Logan to X-23. I thought it was wonderful. The action was amazing. So that's 9.3. I love this movie. It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I'm gonna go a 9 out of 10 for me. This was a truly amazing movie, and emotionally gripping. I mean, seeing Professor X tell the sad story about how he realized that he killed all the X-Men. He remembered that he killed all the X-Men. How this one night that he had of peace he didn't deserve, and then him to get killed right there was heartbreaking. And see Wolverine kind of go at the end. I mean, I was getting misty-eyed when we were watching this movie, especially when Wolverine, sacrifices himself against X-24, trying to save those kids, and knowing where he was in the beginning, where he didn't give a damn about anyone, and here he is. He kind of wanted to die, but here he was like, he sacrificed himself in a way that wasn't suicidal. It was really to save his daughter and save those young kids that were trying to get away from X-24. It was really emotional. It was thrilling. It was action packed. It was everything you would want out of a Wolverine movie.
Right.
But I think that's our review for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and comment on this video if you want to have anything you disagree with or anything you agree with some of the things we brought up. Also, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and be sure to look out for our podcast on the New Generation Podcast Network on iTunes and on SoundCloud. And we'll be doing a full Logan review on that as well. But that's it for now. So thank you guys for watching. I'm EJ for Shamari. Peace.
Yep. Thanks for watching.